A cesarean section is one of the most common surgeries worldwide. Yet, many women say they went into it without knowing fully what to expect. Good day everyone and welcome back to Nurses Lecture Room. My name is Mercy Mary and on today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things mothers wish they had known before their cesarean section. And these are backed up by medical evidence from obstetrics experts. So the first thing I would like to share with you is a C-section is a major abdominal surgery. It is not just another way of giving birth. Many women see cesarean section as another way of giving birth through surgery, but this is a major abdominal surgery involving incision, that's a cut in the abdomen, and also the uterus, that is the womb. So there's an incision in the abdomen and the womb. A cesarean section involves multiple layers, so recovery is usually longer when compared to uncomplicated vaginal births. So when you are treating recovery from a cesarean section, treat it as though you are recovering from a major abdominal surgery while caring for your newborn. Then the second is you may feel pressure or pulling while giving birth, but you should not feel pain. You may feel pressure or pulling while giving birth. So for planned cesarean section, the anesthetics generally prefers spinal or epidural types of anesthetics because this is going to keep you awake during the whole process. So because you have this spinal anesthesia or this epidural anesthesia, it's going to block the pain. You're not going to have this sensation of pain. And if during this process you are feeling pain, it is very important for you to speak out. It is very important for you to let the anesthetics know so that the anesthetics can be adjusted. So for women that go into it and expect that they feel they are expected to feel pain, no, you are not supposed to feel pain. You get, but you can feel pulling, you can feel pressure, you can feel movements. The third I have to share with you is walking early helps you recover faster. But many women feel staying in bed is best. But medical research says otherwise. If you walk early, it helps to improve your circulation. It helps to prevent blood clots. It also helps with your bowel and speed up recovery. So if you just had your cesarean section or you had someone that just had cesarean section, it's advisable for them to start walking early. The fourth thing I have to share with you is the first few days can be harder than expected. The truth is, the biggest challenge is not the surgery itself. The biggest challenge is sitting up, carrying your baby, coughing, laughing, trying to do one or two, standing up. That is the biggest challenge. And all this is because a surgery has been done on your abdomen, and coughing, laughing, sitting up, carrying your baby requires those abdominal muscles that have just undergone surgery. So it's going to heal over time, but it's going to take time. So give yourself some grace and rest, though walking is advisable. The fifth thing I have to share with you is pain medication is part of recovery. It is not a sign of weakness. Many women want to show they are tough. Many women want to show they are strong and they reject painkillers. No. If you reject painkillers, if you don't take painkillers, they can deprive you of healing properly. They can stop you from walking. And when you are not walking, it can decrease your circulation. It's not going to improve your circulation. And that can lead to that can result in blood clots. So it's advisable for you to take the pain medication that is prescribed by the doctors, because when you take your pain medication, it's going to help with your recovery too. All right. Remember, your abdominal muscles has been tampered with. You are human and definitely you're going to feel pain. So taking pain medication is not a sign of weakness. Then the sixth thing I would like to share with you is recovery can take longer than 6 weeks for many women. Many women feel once it's 6 weeks, it automatically means that they are fully healed. The answer is no. There are muscles, there are connective tissues, there are nerves that needs to be healed. And that might take several months. On the outside, it might look healed, but on the inside, healing might be ongoing. And I also want to let you know that healing is different for everyone. And healing is based on different factors. Healing is based on, what was the reason for the cesarean section? Is it an emergency cesarean section? Is it a planned cesarean section? Was there a pre-medical condition? A lot of things are going to take place when it comes to healing. Never compare your healing journey with another woman's healing journey. All right, 6 weeks, everything on the outside is looking fine, but on the inside, healing might still be ongoing. That's something you should take note of. The seventh thing I would like to share with you is breastfeeding is possible after cesarean section. Most women feel that cesarean section stops breastfeeding. It does not. It might be difficult at the very beginning because of positioning and also pain in the abdominal region. That does not automatically mean that when you have cesarean section, you cannot breastfeed your baby. And for some women, it might come slightly later. The milk might come slightly later after the cesarean section. So with adequate support, with adequate positioning, breastfeeding is still possible for some women. The eighth thing I would like to share with you is emotional recovery matters too. For some women, they might feel excited, they might feel gratitude, they might be happy. But for others, they might feel disappointed, depressed, and filled with guilt, especially for those that have unplanned cesarean section. So whatsoever the feeling might be after a cesarean section, it is normal. All you need is adequate support and also emotional support to scale through. Then the ninth point I have to share with you is every cesarean section, every C-section has a risk, but it is usually the safest option at that particular moment. Some of the risks involved include infection, bleeding, blood clots, injury to nearby organ. These are the risks. So when the doctors outweigh the danger and also the benefits, they think CS is better. So I usually advise patients to listen to the doctor and also weigh the pros and cons before saying they don't want the CS or they want the CS. And the 10th thing I want to share with you, which is the last one, is having one C-section does not mean you will have another. Many women believe that once you have your first cesarean section, the next baby is going to be another cesarean section. But that is not true. Most women do the VBAC, vaginal birth, after cesarean section. Some women are able to give birth through the vaginal after cesarean section. Next cesarean section depends on a lot of factors. Depends on the reason. What were the reason why you had the first cesarean section? You get what happens during the first cesarean section. So the doctors are going to look around first before thinking or suggesting the need for another cesarean section. Some women out there had the first cesarean section and the second was vaginal. Once a cesarean section does not mean the next is going to be a cesarean section. A lot of things are taken into consideration before making that decision. Every child is unique. The goal is not to fear cesarean section or to make you prefer one over the other. The goal of this video is to give you an understanding of what cesarean section is. This is based on popular demand and I've made this video. If you got value for this video, kindly share with a pregnant woman, a mom that just had cesarean section, or share with your friend. Don't forget to drop on the comment section, I got value. Thank you very much for staying tuned. Thank you very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to share with a friend if you got value. For all my returning subscribers, this is Nurse Mercy Mary saying thank you. Bye and see you in our next video.